This is the 18th video in a set of videos that study the 101 laws of the Success Mindset Code. In this video, we're going to explore the 18th law, the law of trusting the process. When we talk about trusting the process, we're talking about one of the most powerful abilities any person can develop during the mature phase of life, especially when facing financial challenges, rebuilding stability, or seeking a more prosperous future. Trusting the process means learning to walk forward even when the destination isn't visible. It means believing in the steps you take every day, even when the results are not immediate. And for many people who reach midlife feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or frustrated by the gap between where they are and where they hope to be, this principle becomes more than philosophy. It becomes a lifeline. Most people struggle financially not because they lack intelligence, talent, or opportunity, but because they lack patience. They start something, don't see quick results, then abandon it and start something else. They repeat this cycle for years, constantly sabotaging their own progress. Trusting the process forces a new behavior: consistency. It forces you to plant seeds in seasons when the soil looks dry, to water dreams when the ground still looks empty, and to believe that invisible growth is still growth. Prosperity after midlife demands more than knowledge. It demands emotional stamina, inner certainty, and a calm, steady vision. Let's imagine a man named Michael. In his early 40s, he realized he had built a lifestyle based on expenses, not assets. He felt tired, anxious, and behind. So he decided to learn about investments, organize his debts, and build new skills that would increase his income. But the first year was frustrating. Tiny returns, small wins, slow progress. Every part of him wanted to quit. But Michael trusted the process. Each month, he improved one habit. Each quarter, he applied a new strategy. Slowly, his financial life changed. 5 years later, the family that once struggled now lives with security and dignity. They didn't get lucky. They trusted the process. Now imagine someone named Sarah. She started a similar journey, but every setback felt like a sign of failure. When she saw slow results, she doubted her decisions, paused her courses, avoided uncomfortable conversations about debt, and constantly started over. Years later, nothing changed, not because she lacked potential, but because she lacked belief. The truth is simple. Without trust in the process, no strategy survives. Trusting the process is not about blind optimism. It's about understanding the nature of long-term growth. Muscles grow through micro-injuries. Trees grow through seasons of cold and heat. Wealth grows through discipline and delayed gratification. Every time you resist the temptation of emotional spending, every time you study instead of scrolling, every time you invest instead of consuming, you are strengthening the roots of your prosperity. And just like roots, the most important part of growth is invisible. One of the greatest challenges in mature financial life is the illusion of urgency. After 40, many people panic. They think they're out of time. But panic is a terrible strategist. Prosperity doesn't respond to fear. It responds to structure. When you trust the process, you build a quiet confidence that protects you from impulsive decisions, market noise, and emotional exhaustion. A person with trust sees setbacks as detours, not dead ends. They measure progress by direction, not speed. Trusting the process also unlocks something incredibly valuable: resilience. Resilience is not stubbornness. It is the intelligent understanding that progress is uneven. Some months you grow quietly. Some months you grow painfully. And occasionally, you grow dramatically. But growth always exists. When your mindset is anchored in trust, financial storms don't drown you. they teach you. Delays don't depress you. They prepare you. Obstacles don't break you. They strengthen the foundation beneath your results. To cultivate this mindset, start by believing in your abilities. You have more experience now than ever before. You carry lessons, scars, instincts, emotional intelligence. All of these are assets. Trust them. Then, establish clear and realistic goals. When you know the destination, the journey becomes less intimidating. A person drifting without direction can't trust any process because there is no process to trust. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is a trap that paralyzes growth. Progress, on the other hand, celebrates movement. Every time you improve one habit, reduce one unnecessary expense, learn one new skill, or build one new financial behavior, you are expanding your future. People often underestimate the compounding power of improvement. 1% better every day produces unimaginable transformations in a year. Persistence is the soul of trust. When you persist during difficulty, you demonstrate belief. Most people persist only when they feel good, but the true champions persist even when they feel uncertain. That is where wealth is built, in the chapters most people don't see. And finally, celebrate your victories. Mature life can feel like a silent battlefield. Bills, responsibilities, family dynamics, aging, changing careers. Celebrating small achievements fuels the emotional energy needed to continue. Every small win whispers, the process is working. So ask yourself powerful questions. Where in your life have you trusted the process and succeeded? How can you transfer that confidence into your finances? What lessons from past hardships can you use today? What small victory can you celebrate right now? Trusting the process gives you a new posture. Instead of being pushed by life, you begin to lead your life. Instead of reacting, you respond. Instead of hoping for luck, you build certainty. The world may be in crisis, but your internal compass remains calm. Prosperity is not born in markets, governments, or economic cycles. Prosperity is born in the mind. When you trust your path, you stop chasing shortcuts and start building foundations. And foundations support wealth that lasts. Maybe you spent decades feeling lost financially. Maybe you feel behind compared to others. But maturity brings a gift: clarity. You now know what matters. And because you know what matters, you can finally do what works. Trusting the process is not just a financial philosophy, it is a psychological transformation. It upgrades your identity from a victim of circumstances to a creator of circumstances. It teaches you that even slow growth is superior to standing still. Every day that you plant a seed, you are signing a contract with your future self. One day, that future self will thank you, not for growing fast, but for not giving up. When you trust the process, you are silently telling yourself, I believe I am capable of more. And belief is the true currency of prosperity. This was just the beginning. In the link below, in the first pinned comment, you'll find something to speed up your growth even more. Did you find this content useful? Then like the video, comment, share it with more people, and subscribe with the notifications on.